And that means time to bring it back for part 2 of today's session. Bo, pick it up where we left off.
All right, so Stanley, you teleport to the top of the tower, whoosh, and you take a moment to observe the battlefield. You see on the west side of the tower, both Hope and Varel are engaged in fighting these house-sized demons, each of their own. You don't see Nash anywhere, but you see 4 different demons swatting the air and traversing near the surface, trying to find something that you can't see. Possibly they can't see as well. That was the end of your turn. And
Can I rethink my I'm not doing anything else, or have I locked that in?
No,
and I'm fine with either.
Okay, no. If you had any, you used a action. That's about it. So you have a bonus in movement.
I am going to use the bonus action to give myself, Hope, and the Knight Commander 11, I think it's 11, right? Temporary hit points. Yes, 11 temporary hit points.
Okay, well done.
And they can use their reaction to move if they want. I am going to say that I didn't know the demon was behind me, and I'm not going to move. I still probably wouldn't know.
You have a high perception. If it's on the map, if you can see it, it's there.
I'll stick here.
Okay, you want to stay there?
Yep.
Hope, you can move, I believe, without provoking opportunity attacks if you so desire.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, movement, baby.
So can the Knight Commander. I don't know if she's going to do anything, but she has the same ability.
All right. She doesn't move?
Who, the Knight Commander doesn't?
Yeah, unless you're going to instruct her to do it. That might change things. Stanley, would she stay?
Nope.
Okay. Perfect. And she's staying. Right. Anything else, Stanley?
Nope. That's it.
Okay, so you hear the sounds of fighting coming from the left side of the tower. You can't see quite what's happening, though. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, now let us move to... so next to you, Stanley, the creature... you appear right in front of her as she's firing off her longbow. So she drops the longbow and pulls out a wicked long blade and moves to strike you immediately. Let's see here. Okay, and it's a miss. Whoosh, as she attempts to swipe once, and then with superhuman speed, attempts to also strike another 2 times. 17 won't hit you, will it?
Yep,
Stanley?
17 will hit.
Okay, 17's a hit. All right, so you're going to take that. 6 slashing.
Okay.
All right. And another hit. Oh, no, wait, there's more. 16 points of poison damage as well.
Oh, there's no save on that? That's just auto poison damage?
Yep. You're not poisoned, you're just taking poison damage on the blade.
Jeez, that's rough. Okay, let me do concentration checks on these. That's pass.
It's just 1 hit. It's not 2. That damage is all part of 1 hit. So only 1 check is required.
Either way, that was pass.
Okay, and the third swing misses you, as you just sort of get nicked pretty severely by 1. Okay, perfect. Nash, you are now up, invisible, next to a set of stairs with 4 large green beasts swatting the air behind you, trying to find you.
Okay, I'm going to launch a fireball in the center of them, outside of hitting me, and now that they're all clumped, I can do it without endangering any of the team.
Okay, perfect. So let's get our favorite fireball animation going here.
Yeah, get that boy in there.
Okay, and so that looks about right. Remind me of the radius again, please. It's 30.
Weird. It's not showing for me. Why? It's not even static. It just doesn't show up. I don't know why.
Hang on.
I could see it, the little one that hadn't expanded yet.
No, I'm saying from the tooltip. What's the radius? size again?
Sorry.
While I do this.
It is. Where's the radius? Hold on, sorry. Fireballs, balls spread around corners. Why can't I find the radius?
It's 20?
Oh, 20-foot radius. There it is. Yep.
Okay. Perfect. So where do you want to center that?
I want it to be just so that I'm on the outside cusp of it. And as many creatures.
So, you're unaffected by it. So that'll take the 4 that are in front of you and hit them all?
Yes. Will it nick the big fatty over here? Is that thing even alive? I can't remember what it's doing.
The big fatty.
This guy here.
It's still alive. It's one of the house-sized ones that are fighting. Oh, if we move it here, you'll hit that one, but you won't hit one of the smaller ones to the side.
I, for the life of me, do not know why I can't see the fireball, but I'm gonna take your word for it.
Oh, you can't see it?
I really can't. It just doesn't show up. All of the other effects, the clouds you got in here, all the tile set stuff, everything else.
What if I move it to the map layer? Oh no, now I can't see it.
Yeah, I can't see it either. I can see it. It has to be something.
It's got to be something on my end. I don't know what.
Setting.
I'm just using Chrome, so I don't know. Should be fine.
Yeah, I can't put it on the background layer. It disappears.
All right. Well, don't worry about it. I'll take your word for it. I'll fiddle with my settings later too. There might be something in the Roll20 settings I'm not doing right. Okay, so that's what I do want to do. And what level am I doing this at? Hold on. I would really like to just mess these guys up. What slots? You know what? I'll do it at 5th level.
Okay.
Which means
it just increases the damage dice, right?
Right. I would love to lay some waste here.
Doing the one where you hit the big guy as well?
Yeah. I just don't want to hit Hope.
She's not in range of it.
Okay, but we are clipping the fatty, the big guy.
Yep, we are. Before we start rolling for damage, I need you to figure out. We need to resolve the mirror image thing. Okay, hang on a second here.
I think this is smart, Scott. Worst case, you hit 2, which is what you would have gotten last time.
Right.
And best case, you hit 3.
Right.
Okay, perfect. So, roll your damage dice, please.
Okay. This is a total of 4th or higher. Damage increases 1d6 for each slot above 3rd. So how much is that total? That's
be 2 extra d6s.
So 10d6 plus, so it's 12d6. Are you ready for this? Oh man, this is going to be great.
It'd be 10d6.
What'd I say? Oh yeah, you're right.
You said 12.
My bad.
It's 1d6 per spell slot above the 3rd. So, yeah, 10d6.
10d6.
Right.
You're totally correct. Okay, here we go. 35 total points of damage. Ugh, a lot of ones and twos in there.
So now we've got to roll some saves. Okay, where's the... Oh, perfect. That makes it easy. Okay, neither one save. So first of all, these 2 wink out of existence. Whoop, whoop, as you hit 2 duplicates.
Okay.
That means the one on the west side is the real one, not inside the fireball range. However, the other 2 get hit with how much? 35, you said?
35, yep.
Okay, so that brings us to 35. Okay, perfect. You do critical damage to both as the fireball. You want to do you usually have a verbal thing you say. So let's get that all.
All right, I'll go. Let's see. I'll say, and the big guy didn't get hit, right? He's not in this.
The big guy is hit. Yeah.
Oh, he is hit. Okay.
Yeah.
I say, I see there are 5 of you standing there. By the time this is done, you'll shit your underwear. And I fire it off. And I attempt to kill everybody.
All right, so perfect. You fire the fireball. The 2 duplicates just completely wink out of existence as it goes boom, and this large explosion appears before your eyes, lighting everything up. It hits the large one and another one critically, and they're both now on fire. And you hear them go, oh, as the fireball explodes in the middle of the tower.
Okay.
All right. Neither of them, however, are dead. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna move again.
Mm-hmm.
This time, let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go up there. Let's go right there. Just so if they saw the source, they won't come swinging at me over there.
Okay. And now that means we move up to Varel now.
Huzzah! All right. I still don't know that Stanley has returned, so I will continue my assault of his murderer.
Okay.
A jumping attack recklessly at 18 for the first attack.
Okay, it's a hit.
All right. Hook him up with 11 points of slashing damage and 4 points of fire.
Okay, done. Second attack.
Second attack is a 23.
Also a hit. Make the damage big.
8, 12, 15 slashing.
Okay.
And 10 fire.
Describe how you slaughter this house-sized demon.
Hell yeah.
I'm hacking between those toes, hackety hack, and I just cut the whole foot open like a book.
Okay. So you take one big swing and both feet come lopped off.
Like a book.
Just like there's just a sort of this power up moment where you're just like the last hit. Just it's so hard that it explodes both of the legs off. And it goes flying in the air and spinning. And as it falls down off the side of the tower, it looks at you and says, "Your end is inevitable." And then it falls to the side of the tower out of view and dead.
Wow.
Well done.
Well done.
All right. But no time for rest, for there are more demons about. So I will spend my movement action, which is... Wait, yes. My movement amount. Yes, with all the jumping would have been 20. So I've got 20 feet that I'll run this direction over to the next demon.
Okay.
Towards
perfect.
the next demon.
All right. Very good. Excellent. All right. That brings us to their move. So now that you know, Nash, that this one is definitely the real one from the splitted mirror image you now know that it's them. Hang on. I'm just trying to take this off here. Okay. It begins swinging around. You fired it from here, right? So it moves to this location and begins swinging in the air. And because he has reach, the swings are barely missing. You can feel the wind from the great axe fly around. This one as well moves to this location and begins hunting for you, also swinging around. Hope, the one that you've been facing, moves closer to your direction, sort of floats up above you, and looks down at you and says, "There is no escape from death," and swings his great axe down upon your head. 20? It's a hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. Let's see what kind of hit it is. 11 slashing. You still alive?
Bonus hit points.
Yeah, exactly. 11
good,
is the
good.
exact number of the temp hit points.
All right, and then he brings down his claw to attempt to impale you, and that's a miss. Okay, so that one swings wide, just over your head. We are now up to No, sorry, I'm out of order. It's now Elentris's turn. Elentris turns to you, Stanley. You feel a hand on you. You feel a hand on your shoulder as you dodge the sword swings, and she touches your shoulder to get your attention for a brief moment, and she says, "We've failed. We must return back inside. The Pegasus riders are all down. There's no hope." So she communicates that to you, that it's time to retreat. And as she says that, catapult shots fire across the roof of... Okay, that's a slight miss as a catapult shot hits down below, just at your feet, Stanley, like underneath on the main floor where you're standing up on a raised dais. That one also misses, but lands near Nash. And this last one, okay. Lands near you, Hope, but doesn't hit you. And now, Hope, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, seeing that thing again, she's gonna take 2 shots at it.
Okay.
Okay, first one is an 18.
18. All right. That's a hit.
So 15 points of damage.
Okay, perfect.
That was loud.
Second attack, please.
Sorry.
Second attack is a 17.
It's a miss.
Pardon me, my sound was off. Okay. That sounds good. Okay. And he's close enough that if I were to move, he has an opportunity attack, correct?
That's right.
Okay, cool. So I'll just stand there staring him down. And then whatever happens, happens.
Okay, then. You stand there staring him down bravely. Next up is Stanley.
All right. Stanley is going to say something hopefully cool. If I end up failing this contest, it's going to seem lame. Stanley's going to turn to the Knight Commander, and he's going to say, "There's always hope. She's right back there if you need to find her. And as for you, back off and telekinetic shove Archer Demon back into the pillar behind him."
Okay.
That's awesome.
So that's a strength contest.
Mm-hmm. Let's get
That's
your
going to
result.
be a 22.
All right. Well, I rolled a 1, so you
Oh
definitely,
my gosh.
you definitely get this one. So what do you do with her? You're going to push her sort of into the back, into the ground, like over here?
I just pictured, because aren't these little ledges like a raised, like,
It's a raised
little
platform.
portion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of just imagine pushing her back into it.
Okay. She's standing on top of it, though, right? With you?
Oh, okay. Well, then I
But you
pull her
could,
down into it.
yeah, you'd have to pull her down and push her into it. It is possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
you make her float, and as she floats, she goes, "Ah! Ah!" and she screams like a banshee, "Ah!" against the control that you have. She doesn't like losing control of her ability to do things, and she freaks out, and she's screaming in terror. And then you pull her into the side, and the tower just fries her to a crisp, and then she dissipates into smoke.
Cool.
Nice.
See, Stanley or John, that did work. Nice.
Did work.
Nice.
I didn't think it would.
Okay, there's your action.
And then, as a bonus action, seeing Hope getting tagged pretty hard, I'm going to cast Healing Word on her at the 3rd level.
Okay.
And that is going to be... That's going to be 12 points of healing to Hope.
Okay, perfect. And there you go. 12 points to Hope.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Perfect. Now, while you've had your turn, you hear the sounds of fighting off to the west side of the tower, and there's an explosion. And you see this sort of shaft of light sort of flash out. You don't know what's going on down there. Okay, so that is that. That one can be crossed off. You've killed that demon. Nash, it is your turn.
Okay. Sorry, one quick tech check because I was doing some stuff in between. Is the fireball still out there?
No.
Okay. All right. I think I may have fixed it, but I couldn't see the fireball.
Do you want Bo to make a fireball and see if you see it?
Yeah, just randomly. It won't hang the game or anything. I'm just curious.
Well, you want to, because you can't see the fireball.
Oh, now I can.
see.
Now I see it.
Oh, you can? Okay, so I'm going to set the right size for it. So give me a second here so you can measure. Set dimensions.
I figured it out.
It's 8 by 8. Okay, here you go.
Okay. Yep, and it's animated and everything. All right. There you go, chat room. That's what you should have seen, but you didn't. Okay.
So you can get 3 in here like this.
Yeah.
Or you can get 1 over here like that. You could get 2. Actually, you can hit 2.
Are any of these
If you wanna hit the
ghosties?
big guy.
Are these ghosties at all, or sorry, mirror images?
The
These
mirror
are all
images?
actuals.
Nope, you wipe them all out. The mirror image is over.
Oh, but these 3 are real.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast
They're-
Fireball again.
Okay. At what level?
That will be at level. There's 3 of them.
The higher the level, the more the damage.
Yeah, I know. That last one was 5th level. Let's go ahead and do 5th level again. That's my final 5th level slot.
Man, Nash, not pulling any punches.
No, I usually get more conservative about slots, but I don't care now. We just got to beat these bastards. All right, so we're going to cast Fireball on those suckers, and I need to, I guess, just roll damage here, and then you tell me how this works. Hold on. 10d6 again. Pretty close to last time. 31.
Okay, perfect. 31 points of damage. So let's get some saves going.
Yep.
Fail. What's this? What's the difficulty? It's like 16 or 17, right?
16. Hold on. It is a 16. Dex 16.
Okay, perfect. They all fail, so they take the full brunt of 35 damage, right?
Sweet.
Is it 35 again exactly?
Yeah. No, 31.
31, I thought you
31.
said.
Sorry.
31. Okay, I was like, wow.
Yeah, 31.
Okay, so you do massive damage to the 2 beasts nearest you. You said 30, so. Okay, and the one in the back explode. Like so you fire it out point blank. Whoop, it explodes, setting everything on fire. The 2 that are facing you, both left and right, cry out in pain and react, like stagger from it. And it's like ah, and the one in back explodes into a pile of charred flesh, like just like this massive blood explosion in the back as you kill one.
Nice.
Perfect. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Yes, I'd like to move the H out of here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there.
And I don't know if you can tell, but as we go through this, I've been decorating the top of the tower
The
with
blood
things.
smears are a nice touch. I like it.
Yep, we're gonna have a doom level by the time we're done.
All right. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, perfect. Well done. Nice move.
Thank you.
All right. Next is Vorel.
Sweet. The demon I was charging is still alive, so let's get him.
All right. So you run. There's this camera shot just like low on your feet as you run, and the tip of the sword appears on the side.
For Stanley.
He still thinks Stanley's dead.
A 12 for the first attack.
Okay, perfect. A 12. That's miss.
Second attack is an
Oh,
18.
You can make this with advantage.
I'm already reckless.
Oh, okay. We've already got the advantage. All right. Then the second attack hits.
Awesome. Hook him up with 11, 15, 18 points of slashing
Okay.
and 8 points of fire.
So 26 total. Okay, perfect. What's next?
Sign him up for a flame burst for 3 points of damage. And I end my turn.
All right, so you assault it from the back. This creature appears to still be stunned. It's still sort of floating there, trying to fight whatever stupor has grabbed its mind, and you just wail on him from the back. We now move to their turn. So that guy's actually going to do a save. No, all right. So you shot a fireball, but you're still invisible yet again, Nash. So this creature flies up, swatting around, attempting to find you, makes his attacks in the area. Misses. Hope, the shadow looms even larger over top of you as he attempts yet again to bring. Oh, is he going to do that? Do I have something else? No, he's going to do that. He's going to bring his axe down upon you. 20.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. I feel badly, but here it comes. It's the sword swing. Okay. Ooh.
Oh, that's an ominous sound. Ooh.
23 slashing damage.
Live, hope, live.
Alrighty, keep going.
I keep
As
going.
everybody
All
just
right.
grits their
Keep going.
teeth.
All right.
She going down again? Oh my god.
She attempts to swing out with the claw and misses over your head. Whoosh! As you duck underneath it and the big claw
Like a-
comes out.
You know, one of those moments where a little bit of hair gets cut off while the breeze whooshes by.
Exactly. All right. That brings us to. Well, we're back to Elentris already. So you've defeated that creature. Now she was standing in front of you, deflecting, attempting to parry any more shots. So she moves from that position and she looks at you again, Stanley, and she says, "The time to go is now." And she runs over to the chest, collects it. Do you let her take it? Because I know you had it, Stanley. She reaches out her hand.
Take it. Yeah, I would.
Okay, and she runs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She moves to a position with the chest, but she can't get down on her own. She looks towards you, and saying that it's time to go back inside. Essentially, with the look on her face, she's waiting for you to help her down. Okay, perfect. Catapult shots time. Everyone ready? Anyone not on the ground currently? Everyone's on the ground.
Shot.
Okay, Stanley, what catapult hits in your area?
Ah, no, that's what I get for singing.
5 points of fire damage.
That is what you get for singing.
Okay, second one misses.
Let me roll concentration and my
Third one misses.
telekinetic ability. I pass.
Sweet, well done. All right, and as this happens, Hope, it is your turn.
Okay. Don't fail me now. Hope's gonna pray a little bit to her gun, kind of like really focus and do the deep breath in, deep breath out. Steady your hand. Fire 2 shots. First one's a crit.
Woo!
Oh,
There
nice.
it is. You
19.
just gotta pray to the gun more.
Yeah.
Pray to that
Exactly.
gun.
Just whoo.
Yeah, you
All
should be praying
right.
to that gun.
Lord gun.
Woo. All right. Let me add up the damage.
It's gonna be a big one. Roll big.
Go big or go home.
She can actually do a lot of damage with her gun. So let's see what it's gonna be.
$36 for that.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
Now the second attack. So you fire. Describe where you shoot it?
Hope likes the clean shots, so she's trying to get right between the eyes and just out the back.
Okay, and that's exactly what this does. You line up the shot, you shoot it right in the face, and it just sinks in, so it makes a small, tiny hole in this house side thing. And then out the back, there's a minor explosion. His brain, like this misty brain mist, just appears and goes. However, that doesn't appear. It doesn't appear to stop it in any case. It's still alive. So you've just shot it through its head, but that appears not to have killed it.
Okay, and then for this next shot, it's a 19, but not now.
Okay, it's a hit as well.
Rolling damage.
Yes.
Misty Brain Mist was my stripper name in college.
Gross.
All right, 19 damage.
All right, describe how you kill it.
Yes! Oh, damn it. Oh, man. Hope's gonna let that breath out real quietly. She doesn't want anyone to know she was scared, of course. But the final shot, let's say...
Sharks is happy.
Stoked.
Hugs is, watching in the corner.
This is like, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Mom, kill it.
Ooh, let's do through the throat.
Okay.
Right through the windpipe.
All right, so you fire at the windpipe, and it collapses the neck, and then his head sort of sinks into its shoulders, and then it causes its balance to be off, and then it goes and flies off the side of the map and just hits the ground. Just hear a as it hits the ground off to the side.
Nice.
Well done.
Awesome. And then for the movement, Hope's gonna call back the broom.
Oh yeah, where's the broom?
To me. Yeah, where is that thing?
Yeah. Okay, so you call back the broom. He's around. I found it.
He's around. All right.
It's floating around. All right, you call back the broom to your side.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, well done. All right, so Stanley, you're up.
Oh man, feels like I just went.
Well, because the creatures, like a lot of them are eliminated, so everyone's turn's coming around a lot faster now.
Okay. Stanley is going to yell to Elantris that we haven't lost yet. We're going to finish this fight and then we leave. And Stanley's going to jump off the side here and go rushing to go face down some demons. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Close does that? That puts me within 30 feet of that guy. Let's hit him with Dissonant Whispers at 3rd level. He has a Wisdom 17 save he has to make.
Wisdom, you say? It's a save that's made. Oh, let me check
no!
There, but it's because it's close. Let me just check the. I rolled 16. I just gotta check the modifier here. For wisdom save, no modifier. So
So it hits.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
I thought for sure he'd have some modifier to wisdom, but no, you're good.
Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7, 12. That is 12 points of psychic damage.
All right.
And on its turn, it must use its full movement to flee from me.
Okay, from you. It has to use full movement to flee. Okay, perfect. All right, then that's what we'll do. Is there anything, just some whispers? He's hearing voices, right? It's like...
Yeah.
Okay.
He hears Stanley's voice just deep inside his head.
What's Stanley telling him?
This tower is coated in the blood of your fallen brethren, and you shall join them and feel the light tear you apart.
Whoa, intense. All right. I like it.
And then, let's see, where does this put me trajectory-wise? That puts me within range of Varel, that puts me within range of Hope, and within range of the Knight Commander. So I'm going to spend my final Bardic Inspiration point to once again give everybody 11 temporary hit points, and they can burn their reaction on movement if they will, if they so desire. Stanley yells out,
Am I in range of this? Sorry.
Or family beyond blood, and everyone gets 11 temporary hit points.
Am I in range of this one?
Yep.
No. Well, you are, but I
no?
can't see you.
Oh, okay.
So you don't get it.
All right.
Aww.
The map crashed out, so I couldn't tell.
Oh.
I don't know why this thing's being so weird.
All right, so that means Varel and Hope, you can move up to your movement for free. And it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, if I recall correctly, right?
Yeah, that's the
and
feature.
You get 11 temporary hit points. Or refresh to 11. That's a better way of saying it. Okay. Any movements?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. You can move. Oh, no, you're good. You've got something to fight. Yeah. Hope moves closer. Okay. Perfect. So that is Stanley's turn. Next up, you hear a noise coming from the right side. And then whoosh, a large minotaur jumps, like it appears to float, be lifted through some sort of magic, and flies up into the air through the momentum and lands down upon the tower surface. And then it looks down, then looks up with the Knight Commander in his eyes, brings its head back down, and begins to charge in a goring motion towards her.
He can touch the tower?
Hey, he's not evil, I guess. And then
That sucks.
he jumps up on top, hits the ground, and begins running towards the Knight Commander. Okay, it's time with a gore attack. Okay, and that's going to be a hit. Now, she has temporary hit points, right? You've given her some?
Yep, she's got 11.
Okay. 9, 10, 12. So she takes 13 points of damage. That wipes out all of her temporary hit points, plus 2 regular hit points. Put 0 there. Is there no doubt? All right. And the gore attack. An extra amount of damage. Because it was a gore attack. So there's an extra 8 points of damage piercing against her. And then she must succeed on a strength saving throw. She succeeds. So she gets gored, but she doesn't get knocked prone or pushed. However, she's been gored by this Minotaur. And as she does that, the robed being and these 2 orcs also float on the side here. Actually, no, it's only 1 orc. The other one is not here. Cancel that out. Oop, no, that's the wrong picture. Although it's good to know that the next exists. That guy's here. All right, so they both float up along the side. This one here, he's floating, so that the robed creature floats up and fires a fireball.
Oh, shit.
Let's see. Now it's... So I'm going to need dexterity saves from Hope and Stanley. Set dimensions to 8 and 8. I mean, it's going to hit you two. So can I get dexterity saving throws from both of you?
Mine was a 9.
A 21.
So you're going to take half damage from what I'm about to announce, okay? All right.
Humps down, by the way.
Ominous.
Unless the half damage is 8.
Yeah.
Cross
Well,
your
it's
fingers.
a fireball roll, so... So 30 points of fire damage. Halved for Hope and the full brunt for Stanley.
Wait, Hope's okay.
Oh, you're right, because temporary hit points. Stanley saving the day,
Yeah.
sucker.
Well done.
Ow.
Okay, so how many hit points does that leave you with?
I don't know how many points does it leave me with.
Wait, you have fire resist though.
Yeah,
fire
so wouldn't
resistance.
it be half of the half?
Oh yeah,
Well, so
Right,
not
so
a
you
quarter.
save, so that's 15 fire damage.
and then I
And then
can have
half.
that.
Is 7. 7 fire damage makes it through to you.
So you still have temporary hit points.
Yeah, so you're still, what, 4 up on the game or whatever.
Stanley is charred and smoking, and a small wheezing sound is coming from the charcoal that resembles a person.
All right, so another creature, an orc that was floated up along with this mage, this robed creature that had floated up to you, also jumps off on down onto the rampart and follows behind the Minotaur that has just gored the Knight Commander. Okay, that brings us to Nash. It is your turn.
Okay. So the dude on the opposite side of me. Actually, you know what? We're not doing that. I have a better idea. I'm going to... Am I still... So we're still within my minute, right?
Yep,
Okay. I'm going to go...
you're still invisible.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I see... Can I see Varel from there? Because I know there's a dip down in here.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see it from there.
All right, I'm going to cast Haste on Varel. And let me just check my slots real quick. Yeah, let's do it at level 3. And this will, as long as he's willing, your speed is doubled. You get +2 bonus to AC and has advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you gain additional action on each of your turns. This action can be used once. Oh, it's concentration, though. You know what? That's okay. I've been hidey hole long enough.
You won't be invisible if you replace it.
That's okay. I feel pretty good about where we're at. I'll lose my invisibility, give him haste. So I do that. I give him haste. But I say a poem before I do it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I like poems.
Varel's a great cook. We've all had a taste. But now I give him what he needs most. A little bit of haste. And I cast it on him. And now he has haste and all the benefits therein.
And just a note, I'm seeing on the haste sheet for your benefit, Varel, you can take an extra action, but if it's an attack action, you can't benefit from multi-attack twice.
Right.
So it would just be a third hit.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. One weapon attack only, it says,
Yeah. Okay. Very good, Nash. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I'm just I'm out there now, baby. Swinging in the wind. Woo!
All right, Varel, you're up. You take 5 bleeding damage.
Who?
Oh, I'm still bleeding from before.
Yeah, you're still bleeding until someone heals you.
All right.
Did
I'll
the
hook
temporary
myself.
hit points not count as healing?
Let me double check here.
I don't know if it would. Just
Nope,
asking.
someone has to take an action to staunch the wound. So
Okay.
that will keep healing him, but the wound is still unstaunched.
All right. Well, as my rage subsides, I note that Stanley is alive in my view, and I receive temporary hit points from him, and I say, I saved Stanley! And enter my rage a second time.
It's a celebration rage.
Yeah.
3 points of fire damage to my nearby demon friend. And then I unleash my hasted attack upon him.
Okay.
Recklessly. A 20 not natural for the first attack.
It's a hit.
Give him 12 points of slashing
Okay.
and 10 points of fire.
All right. Let's do the next one.
That would be a 27.
Okay. It's a hit as well. Clearly.
Jeez.
27.
Yeah, that might be a
16
hit.
points of slashing
Okay.
and 8 points of fire.
Describe how you kill it.
I've just been having at this guy's back right as he's confused.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. I would like to, well, it would be, he's flying, so that'd be a buttocks. I poker him. I give him the Fangs Inferno in the Pac-Man.
I enjoy how you work that out.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you take Fangs
Activate
Inferno and you just poker it up, do an uppercut, and it explodes in fiery death. Actually, no. It falls to the ground and explodes in fiery death, but as a result of your sword sticking out of its butt.
Well, I mean, if anything, it would be like I'd stab it into the buttocks, and then I go and then I start running at the next guy. So I kind of slit it through.
Okay, so you still want it attached to your sword?
Yeah, because I'm gonna use that momentum to run to the next guy.
Do it.
So I split him. He rains upon me as I run under the undercarriage.
Okay, and you're completely red with blood.
Hell yeah.
The taint.
And then I engage the one by Nash in the 30-foot range with a attack still available because of haste.
Very good. Okay, perfect. Well, that's your turn.
Nope, the haste attack.
Oh, yeah.
Haste attack time. Roll it.
Yep.
Haste attack is a 15.
That is a hit. Oh, no, that's a miss. Sorry, 15's not a hit.
Very well. I end my turn.
All right. Now, as you as the tower becomes clear of enemy assailants and also of many allies, the battle begins to ebb away from the demons and shift towards this minotaur and this mage who jumped off an airship that was in the sky and are now seemingly pursuing the Knight Commander and the object that she has, Zorander's fist within the chest. As you take in that part of the combat, the theater of combat, to the east, another squadron flies in of those demons, fresh, led by one of those small green things atop a flaming horse, which I don't have a token for right now, but I'm going to get in a second. Okay, so they fly in. They don't perform any attacks. They just make their way onto the battlefield. There's now 5 of them flying above, with one above with the general at their back. Okay, and he's riding on a flaming horse, of course. A flaming horse, of course. So new squadron rolls in. Elentris, who's gored, attempts to fight back against the Minotaur. She raises up her sword as his head is down, attempts to bring it down into his back, rolls a natural 20. Okay, and then she raises her sword up into the air. It's made of white light, so there's no actual blade. It's like this holy energy. It flashes. She brings it down on top of the Minotaur for 41 points of damage. Okay, so we'll mark that here. Okay, the Minotaur lets out a little cry like, and then disengages, raises back up. That's her turn. Catapult shots now fire across the top again from the demonic hordes. That doesn't hit anyone. Varel, you're hit.
Ooh,
That's
all those dice.
13 fire damage to you and all applicable reductions. It also hits 13 points of damage on the beast next to you.
Cool.
So you're both nailed by it in the general area. He's flying very low and gets clipped with it. There's one more catapult. It misses everything, but explodes around you, Nash and Hope, like in between the two of you. It just goes right in between both of you. And we're now back to it being Hope's turn.
We gotta go.
Hmm.
We gotta get off this tower.
Right? Hope sees this next squadron come in, and then she's gonna look at the gourd commander, and Varel, she hears a weird scream off in the distance and looks off, and then she'll look at Varel, and she'll scream out, "It's time to go! Head south!" And she won't run, but she'll quickly dash to that wall there since she's in the center. And then she'll take a shot at the magic guy and then duck down. So she'll fire 2 shots at the magic man and then duck to see if they can clear the way to the commander.
Okay, so when you say the magic man, you mean the robed man, right? On the bottom right? Can you just tag it? Oh, that guy? That's an orc.
Oh, sorry, the orc. He was so much smaller than the Minotaur. So she aims at the orc then.
Okay, there is a magic man floating. He's floating on the bottom right side. Can you see him there?
Yes,
man.
sorry. I got him confused. I thought the orc was the one that had...
Okay, so do you want to hit the orc or the robed man?
The orc.
Okay, make your attack roll, please.
Okay, first one, 19.
19. Okay, it's a hit.
Then the 19.
17 damage.
Okay, so you shoot it, and he goes, "Argh!" As you hit him, and it clips him. This is a severely injuring shot, but it doesn't put him down completely.
Okay, second shot rings out, and that's going to be a 23.
Okay, it's a hit.
Cool, same amount of damage, 17.
All right, describe how you kill him.
Oh, sick. All right, so the first one clips his heel so he trips a little bit, and then as he's falling, the second bullet just shoots through his head.
Perfect. Okay, so then he dies. And Because it was a bloody kill, there's now a blood stain on the ground. So you shoot him, and his body falls over the side, but not before leaving a bunch of blood on the tower.
Thank you.
Perfect. Anything else you'd like to do?
I have my broom with me, and I'm ready to use it to dive off the tower.
Okay, perfect. That sounds great. Stanley, you're up.
All right, so Stanley is going to move his 30 feet of movement to kind of make his way around the tower. 5, 10. Hold on, I did that wrong. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna wind up there, but before he breaks line of sight with the mage that's hovering,
Yep.
he's gonna turn, look at him, and he's gonna cast Dispel Magic on him.
Okay, perfect. Just
At
a second.
the 3rd level.
Okay. Sorry, you're casting Dispel Magic on him.
Yes, because he's just hovering, right? Seemingly magically hovering.
He's magically hovering, but he also made others magically hover. You would have a sense that this was probably reverse gravity in effect, and it's not. The Dispel Magic isn't emanating from him specifically, is it? It is concentration. Okay. Does Dispel Magic affect somebody in concentration, or do you just do damage?
So it says choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay, so yeah, you'd have to target the spell, I believe, unless you wanted to break his concentration. You have to attack him. So you can end the effect. It's just not on him; it's on the spell, I think.
Okay, but I
Does that make
can't
sense?
see the spell.
You have a sense that it's there.
Okay.
It is definitely affecting things in that area.
Then
so you
yes,
can
I try to crush that effect.
Okay, so we'll need a roll, please. The roll that you described, because it's definitely higher spell level than that.
I figured I'm just out of spell slots. So that is going to be... Oh, I do add my modifier, which is 5. That's going to be a 23.
Okay. So you are able to dispel the effect in the area, and that roadman begins falling. Woo, woo, woo! And he begins falling. He disappears from view.
Alright, I can't do my bonus action for temporary hit points or anything, so that's going to be my turn.
Okay, perfect. That's great. He begins falling. That's your turn. The Minotaur in front of the Knight Commander lifts his head up from the gore and looks at her, and then brings all 4 of his swords down upon her.
Jeez.
Okay.
That's brutal, man.
There goes the dice. Okay, so that's
I will
2 hits.
say Stanley would have yelled out jump, to tell everybody to
Okay.
retreat.
Okay, yell for her to jump. She has no
Yeah.
way of surviving the jump, but if you wanted her to jump, she'd probably listen to you. Are you doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
And if
So
she
when it's her
jumps,
turn,
I'll
she
hit
can-
her with the reaction. Yeah.
Okay, so she looks at you as you say jump. She looks at you, and then she quickly makes her way to the rampart to try and jump over with the chest. But as she does so, the Minotaur strikes, missing once, missing twice, but then cornering her in a position now after having dodged twice where he has an opening for the 3rd attack. He deals 22 points of slashing damage to her. And that's going to be her HP. Stabs her with the sword. Brings her down to her knees, and then she slumps over in a pile.
Oof.
And then his priority changes as he quickly reaches out his hands and grabs the chest. And then proceeds to jump off the side with the chest,
Oh, man.
making his escape.
What a dick.
Yeah. All this for that?
Okay.
Man.
Nash, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, shit on a stick. All right. Well, this battle that Varel's having up here, I would like to continue to assist him And I'm going to cast at second level Chromatic Orb. Once again, I would like it to be ice damage or, cold damage. That seemed to do pretty well last time. And I will first give you a hit.
Didn't that guy run away, or has he not had his turn since then? Yeah, he was supposed to run away, his full movement.
Oh, the dude that's next to Varel?
Yeah.
Oh,
As part of the Dissonant Whispers.
Their
I think
turns
his turn got missed.
I think maybe it got missed too, because I thought they were all dead.
so maybe he's not
He's
there.
got to move as far away as possible, right?
Yeah.
Including using his dash action.
Yes.
Oh, but he's unconscious. He's been. Is that no? The stun one was killed. He's not. Okay. Opportunity attack, please, Varel.
With pleasure.
All right. So I got to count out.
So this is we're now going back in time, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
just before your
that's
turn,
fine.
we'll
That's
say.
totally fine. Just making sure.
21.
10. Roll your damage dice. 12.
Five, 9, 12 points of slashing
Okay.
and 9 points of fire.
12 points of slashing and 9 points of fire. Ooh, this is just not enough to kill it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he flies away into the distance. His fly speed is 60, so he has to dash. So he moves 120 feet away from the tower, flies off into the distance. He's no longer there, Nash. So you'll have to,
Okay.
unless you want to fire at him. He's really high up in the northern side of the map right now.
No.
We're running.
No. It's
Yeah,
fine.
so getting a lay of the land, like this battle's clearly lost because there's an overwhelming army. You had a limited amount of time to take that and hand it off to the Pegasus Riders. So the Pegasus Riders have been all slaughtered.
Yeah.
So there's no more of that. And now some assailants from an airship above have come down and are trying to take the thing. And the hordes, of course, are limitless all around. There's no way you're going to defeat the entire army. This is a rout.
All right, we're gonna
at this point.
We're gonna group up then, and I'm going to dash as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I go about there.
Okay.
And hang out with these chuckleheads, and that is my. Hold on. How far am I from that guy? Hold on a second. Let me do a quick measurement. So he's 49 feet.
Yeah, but you dashed.
Oh, I dashed. You're right. Never mind. That's where I am. That's my move. I forgot.
Okay,
forgot
perfect.
The whole point of the
All
dash. Derp.
So this creature, if you turn around and you look at the new squadron coming in, the general above it begins to cast a spell upon you. Let's see here. Since it's a fresh one, you can cast a new thing. It begins by casting Mass Suggestion. Okay. Let's see here. 60-foot area, so I think I can hit all of you. No, I won't hit Varel. So it'll be you three here in the middle with Suggestion. Okay. And we need some saving throws. So when we find the tab with the correct spell on it.
I hope my suggestion is take a bath.
Okay.
What save is it? It's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Comb your hair.
16.
Which
Comb your hair.
I get an advantage because it's a mind control effect.
Yeah, it's
right?
also charm effect. I don't know. You might have
Yeah.
resistances to it.
Yeah, I get an
period.
advantage on it.
Okay.
So that's going to be an 18 for Stanley.
Okay. And Hope, what was yours?
16.
Okay. And Nash, what is yours?
6.
Okay.
Comb that hair, buddy.
So the sorry, I just need to find the save target here. Okay, so Hope and Nash are both affected by the spell.
Binge the good place.
The suggestion that you, so it must be worded in such a manner sound reasonable. Okay, so the suggestion that magically enters into your mind is to hold your friends close, for the end is nigh.
Jeez.
So you now must hold your friends on your turn until you break the charm.
Okay, that means I am does it want me to physically hold them?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to use your turn for your action to hug your friend.
Stanley's gonna love this.
Okay. So that means you, Hope, are now being told that I'm just going to mark you with a new thing, so I know that you have a. Here, we'll put that there. Okay. Nash, you're no longer invisible, so I'm going to take that one off, and you now have to hug your friends. Okay. Perfect. That's its turn. Varel, you are up. -5 damage for your bleeding.
All right. With pleasure. All right. So we are hauling Bud.
So the way back into the towers on the first floor, or to teleport inside if someone has that.
I mean, I'm
So
Nobody
sorry.
has the ability to teleport anymore. We had a lot. We used a lot.
I'm a bit. Well, I'm enraged, so of course I'm confused. But I don't know why the airship isn't friendly. But all the same, the plan has been made, and I'm going to take advantage of Hope's cleanliness and run over and pick her up, and she will hold on to me.
Yeah, as soon as you enter her vicinity, she, puts her arms around you.
Wait,
She
is that
holds you
true?
tight. Yep.
Well, then fantastic. I will speed to Hope's side, pick her up. I will haste myself around to Nash, who will grab onto my back.
Yes!
This is great.
This is
This
the
is
haste
great.
spell, right? This is the haste spell coming into effect.
I get bonus movement speed. My speed is doubled. I can move
So-
160 feet.
That's
Awesome.
amazing.
Do it.
All right. So my action is to pick up Hope.
Yeah.
I run in front of
You can
Nash
use 2
and-
dash actions, right?
I could, but yeah, I could.
Yeah. Just saying.
I mean, they're grabbing you technically.
Yeah. Stanley can't do it. Only the ones under the effect of the charm just immediately open their arms so that you can pick them up. Super easy.
Awesome. So I will, front backpack and back backpack, Nash and Hope.
Okay.
And then I will run to the edge and leap.
All right. You run and you jump off this turn immediately.
Yes.
Okay. I hope Stanley has some. Stanley, you can burn a reaction to cast your feather fall.
I'm gonna
Just so you know.
react and feather fall them. Featherfalled.
Okay. So all right. So the 3 of you are all now together. Okay. And Varel has picked you up and jumped off the side with you. He's just
Amazing.
run, picks up Hope, picks up Nash, and has gone Super Mario leap off the side.
That's amazing.
All right. Okay. Anything else, Varel, or is that it?
That is everything unless I somehow catch up to the Minotaur midair.
Okay. Well, as you jump off the side and look down, you see the Minotaur. Quite frustratingly, is also floating down quite slowly, and as you fall, you catch up a bit to him to get within melee range. But he's also floating slowly, curiously enough. And I closed down my map, so I'm just reloading it. But yeah. Anything else?
I've already used Hungry Jaws. Bonus actions are do a flame burst. I don't want to flame burst my friends, so no. But I'm jumping with the 2 holding on to me, going at the Minotaur.
Okay, perfect. So you're descending down towards the Minotaur. There's this falling sort of combat happening now on this side of the tower. All right, that puts us into these guys' turns. The squadron, that is, and they break formation and begin attempting to attack things. Mostly, they're chasing after the object of everyone's desire. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're gonna do a rough estimate because it's gonna take them some time to fly down. So they all fly towards the edge where you jumped off the side. Yeah, they're all gonna move towards this direction here. Okay. They're all chasing after you at the direction of the general aboard that horse, that fiery horse. Elentris is down. Catapult shots. Let's see if Stanley gets tagged with one or not.
Freaking Stanley, just out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's a miss. It's a miss. And it's a miss. tower shots just go as they hit the surface. Hope, you are up. You are compelled to, hold your friends in terror.
I hold Varel closer and see if I can touch Nash's hands.
Okay, it's a bit of a reach. You'll have to make an acrobatics check to reach around.
Okay, strengthening my grip. I'm totally gonna get this. It's a 24.
Okay, you succeed, gripping Nash as well as Varel even tighter, and you still feel fearful, and you wish you could hold more people.
Yes.
Just kidding.
My
Okay.
dearest family friend.
You want to do a Dear Marth?
No. Just
Okay. I think you get to make one on subsequent turns. So let me just make sure. Oh no, there's no break on the turn. Creatures can't be charged. Suggestion must be worded. Each target must make a wisdom.
Is it a wisdom save every time? Every turn?
The suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration. If suggested activity can be completed, the spell ends when the subject finishes what it is asked to do.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so while you're holding your friends tight, but an end isn't specified, but you did hold them, so you begin to feel the spell effects fade away.
Cool.
Maybe wasn't as clever as I thought it was. Okay. Up next is Stanley.
All right. Stanley is going to book it south to the rampart. Bo, that's 30 feet of movement to get to it.
As
So
you run up the side, you see a lot. You have a look over at the Knight Commander, and you see that even though she's taken down, you notice her chest breathing up and down.
So here's my question to you, if you will allow this. Here's what I want to do, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want to use my action to, with my telekinesis, pull her. I can pull her 30 feet.
Yeah.
Which is even past me. I want to pull her into me and use the momentum to fall backwards off the tower.
Ooh.
Oh, you want her to knock you off the tower?
Badass.
Yes, like catch her, but let the momentum push me off the tower.
Yeah, I mean, she would automatically fail any contest because she's unconscious. So you use telekinesis to pick her up and knock her into you. You grab her. Now, because you're hitting yourself and grabbing her at the same time, I'm going to need an acrobatics check to see, or a sleight of hand, actually. Sleight of hand for reflexes to catch her.
Sleight of hand.
Check her pockets.
That's going to be fine. That's a 17 plus 8.
All right, you snatch her out of the air as she hits you, and you fall over the side with her in your arms.
Okay, it's a new turn for me, so that's a new reaction for me, and that's a new feather fall for us. And as a final note, as we slowly... Oh no, that was my action to pull her off the edge, so that is it.
Perfect. Okay, great. So as you're falling, everyone on your team is feather falling. You happen to notice that the Minotaur as well seems to be feather falling. And you look over to the side, you see that the mage you had knocked out of the air, dispelled his reverse gravity, is also feather falling and has made his way to the corner. So he's got line of sight on his teammate.
Oh, shit.
So he's got them feather falled. And he had done that on a turn where you hadn't seen because it's a reaction cost, right? So, so the good guys are feather falling, and these apparent bad guys are feather falling as well. And he opens from his satchel another scroll, reads it, and begins reading the magical words, Antuka Embrika Stibish! And you recognize it as like words for reverse gravity yet again from another scroll. The scroll disappears, and everyone in your area is now potentially subject to reverse gravity. It is 100 foot. It's a 100 foot cylinder, 50-foot radius. So I'm going to get a square out because it's going to matter if you're in the square or not for reverse gravity styles. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me find a thing for this. Nope. There's no. I don't have a reverse gravity animation thingamajigger, so I'm gonna have to draw it out. It's a 50-foot deal. So let me see here. That's what I tell all the ladies.
Uh-huh.
I'm Bo. It's a 50-foot deal.
Okay, so let me get this and let's see, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. I think I figured
Does
out.
this mean we'll be feather falling upward?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I think
Slowly going up.
feather fall only works in one direction, so you'll be going up at the normal speed. Only if
Oh.
you go down.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you're just reversing gravity and you're still falling, wouldn't that still apply?
It should. The rules are
No,
just
'cause
flipped.
you're not falling up.
You're not.
So- nope.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe that's my guess right now. I'm looking into it, I suppose. So feather fall. A creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends. And reverse gravity reverses gravity. All creatures and objects anchored to the ground in the area fall upward. Okay, so it does apply, I would think, if you're falling upward, and reach the top area when you cast a spell.
Yeah, you're still feather falling, just the other way.
If some solid object is encountered, they would strike it just as they normally would. It doesn't. Yeah, I mean, you're falling, and if everyone's feather falling, that means they're moving back up. All right. Now, with the spell cast, so he casts that. But, sorry, this is very complicated. I did it in the wrong order. So he's going to feather fall and move into the area of the zone he's going to cast it in. He casts reverse gravity, immediately canceling feather fall on the Minotaur and the mage, and they go shooting up into the air while you slowly begin to rise, and they begin flying up into the air. Whoosh.
That's a funny visual. I like it.
Along with the chest. So they're at the top. They're now above the roof, floating up, and you can see the mage getting ready, pulling another scroll out on his next turn to cast whatever's in that scroll. It is now Nash's turn, and you are feather falling slowly down.
All right,
I'm just going to draw a vertical map here of what's going on. So we got up here. Now you have jumped off the side and fallen somewhat. So you're at the 60-foot mark, and that is Hope, Varel, Nash, Knight Commander, and Stanley.
Am I still
Okay.
under the suggestion spell?
You are still affected by the suggestion spell. However, this turn, if you complete holding on to those you care about,
Yeah.
you will remove the charm.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do then is, because I just desire it so much. How close am I to Stanley at this point? Am I really close to him? Is he part of this little bundle of Varel holding to where I am?
Little bundle of yeah.
How close am I to Stanley?
Stanley is near you, but he's above you.
He's above me.
He's
Good.
slightly above you.
That's even better. My shoulder hand is going to reach back and softly caress his ear and the side of his face, just sort of grasp at him with my little
All right,
shoulder hand.
Stanley, you feel a baby hand caressing your ear.
Wait, because he wants to hold people?
Yeah,
I
because
thought it was dissipating because they successfully held Varel.
It dissipated for Hope. Nash Celeste uses his turn to hold somebody.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
So
All
now by him doing this, he'll have fulfilled his suggestion.
right.
As you guys
Okay.
are feather falling down.
This stupid little baby hand.
Yep.
All right, so that's it cleared off. It is now the turn of this guy here, the general. Flies into position and begins casting. Oh, geez, I made such a complicated battle state? It's pretty crazy. All right. Okay, he casts Dispel Magic.
What effect is he gonna target? There's a lot of them.
He's targeting the gravity reversal effect.
Oh my gosh.
And here we go. He's got to roll for it. And he fails. The Dispel Magic doesn't work. Varel, it is your turn. You take 5 points of bleeding damage.
It's It has gotten really goofy right here at the end.
Yep. And you're
Noted.
You're now feather falling upwards.
Right.
30 feet. So that, what is the speed for feather fall? Is it
60 feet
per
per
round?
round.
All right. So you also, along with Hope and Nash, because they're hanging on to you, you float up.
Wait, did his reverse gravity cancel fail?
It failed, yeah.
Oh man.
So you float up. Hope is now, you're now at the 100-foot mark, Varel, with Hope and Nash clinging on to you.
What mark are the Minotaur and Whizbiz Man at?
They're at 100. You're now up with them. Because
Oh.
Featherfall is still 30-foot rate of descent, but reverse. Actually, that puts you at 90 feet. You're at 90 feet.
So I'm 10 feet away from him.
Yeah, and you can't willingly, you don't have fly speed, so you can't move within range to attack them, but you're getting closer.
Gotcha.
Although you could angle yourself. Actually, no. Yeah, you wouldn't be close enough, but you can move. You know how you would float down? You can kind of coast down in a direction. So you can coast down into the sky, if that makes sense.
Sure. But I'd still be 10 feet behind them, right?
That's right. But at least you could put yourself in position for an attack next turn. Or if there's some way you can, I don't know, use one of your teammates to jump as a jumping board and let them.
Oh man.
I don't know. You decide what you want to do, but there's options.
What I want to do is throw Fang's Inferno at the scroll he's reading to destroy the wizard's scroll so he can't do whatever his next move is.
Okay, perfect. It's going to be a ranged improvised weapon throw of some kind, right? That's
right, but it's a thrown weapon, which means I can use strength on it since it is.
Is the weapon itself a thrown weapon? It has to have the keyword thrown on it for you to be able to use your strength.
Oh, maybe, right. Yeah, I guess I would make it a dext.
Yeah, like javelins, you can use your strength for a ranged attack because it's a thrown keyword. So if you have that, then that's what we'll do. If not, we'll have to, figure it out a different way.
I mean, well, hang on.
You can still throw it. You'd be using your dexterity, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see if Reckless would work here.
And you don't get proficiency bonuses because that's throwing, like improvised weapons, and throwing that is not a proficiency. So just your modifier would only be your dex.
Does he still have haste? Or did I?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Hang on. I have access to two people's inventory that. What you got? Hope?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's still got
Nash.
her broom. Where's her broom?
I don't have shit that you want.
Where's the broom?
Ready to be called down.
It's on top of the tower still.
Oh, but that would
because
be.
I imagine with the charm, Hope would have left it, but she can utter a word and call it to her.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be Hope's turn, though. Nash can give us underwear fly speed to maneuver.
Probably half this. I don't know what the weight of everyone would do to me, but yeah.
Can you give me the turn orders before Wizard Man gets to read his scroll?
The turn order is the green demons all get to go. They're next. The 5 that are there. No telling what they're going to do.
I have the umbrella dong if you need it.
Thank you.
Does that have the throne?
Throw that through the scroll.
I have a +2 dagger.
I also have.
Penetrated my scroll.
He's reading it and hits him in the face.
And also, I don't
Just
remember.
flops around like a fish for a bit.
I don't remember why I have so many of these, but it says I have 8 scrolls of reverse gravity in my pocket. I don't know if there's any value in trying to reverse.
Wait, yeah, what happens if you reverse the reverse?
Yeah, what happens there, Bo?
We play Bop It.
How much dumber can we make it?
Yeah, how much dumber can this fight be?
I imagine if you reverse gravity, then it will push it down.
Do we want
Gonna be
that?
Tower of Terror around here.
I also have a dagger, a +2 dagger.
But Nash has already had his turn. He had to hold somebody. He won't get a turn before that.
Yeah, but
guy
this
reads the scroll.
but this was all about Varel fishing around in people's inventory, right? So he could take it and read it.
I think you should throw the umbrella.
The umbrella.
That'd be improvised as well.
Diz the dong. Diz the dong.
So
if anything,
the other issue is that rifling around in someone else's pack will use your action for the turn. It's not a free action to just.
But he's hasted, right?
Yeah.
what about Hope's dagger? That thing might be on a belt.
Anything you pick up that you have to search for will take your action, right? A free
It'll
action
take
to
your
pick something
one
up
action, but you have two
is
because he
something
has
that
haste.
takes one hand. So if it's right there, if it's something they have equipped, I guess if she has a knife on her belt, you could probably pick it off. But I thought her knives were in the hilt of her. Oh no, she has a knife.
But either way, he's hasted, so he can do two things. He can do two actions.
That's right. That's right.
So if you
I'm
rifle
just saying
around,
that it'll cost an action.
right?
to
It'll cost you an
rifle.
action to pull out one of these scrolls if that's what you did, and another action to read it. But you have two if you want them.
Well, he can't read them anyways. He's not a spellcaster.
Oh, that's right. Duh. Never mind. You could make one of us read it, but that's another turn. So never mind.
What else do you have in your inventory? He's relying on your information. Maybe you have something else.
I have I have a handful of veggie peelings. Remember those? I still have those. Yeah.
Pocket sand.
I got some pocket sand, and I got my staffs in there, but you're not really going to be able to use that to any good.
Oh, you can. By the way, that Skyblinder staff, you should be able to. Oh no, you can't add it in yet. I'm still working on that. Okay. You do have a staff though.
Yeah.
I think our best, because if I pull the dagger and then throw it, it's not very high on a dex attack. So I think our best bet.
It's got the thrown
So
Right,
tag
my
to
dex
it,
is
so
too.
you could throw it with strength, yeah?
Hope and Stanley have turns before he reads that scroll.
Yes. So here's my thought. Hope, you summon the broom to us, and we use that to fly over to the wizard, where I take a held attack action versus him.
Cool.
Right, say that again.
So
I like it.
So if we were actually, how does haste work with held actions? Does that change anything?
No. So if you hold an action, you only get to. It's one action to ready. So you can actually use an action and then use another action to ready.
No, I wouldn't hold my action at all. Then I would delay my turn. Right? Can I do that? Can I just
That's
change
fourth
the
edition.
order?
Fourth edition.
Screwy.
It's not allowed. You can ready a triggering condition on your turn with one of your actions, and it burns your reaction when you use it.
Okay. Hope, can you command the broom to fly through the scroll?
I imagine I could.
I think that seems allowable.
Okay,
It's 50 feet. It's just got to clear 50 feet. So it is 1, 10,
It's
20,
got 50
30.
feet.
You got enough for, yeah.
Okay. All right, so then my best bet is to take a chance here then, and we can use the broom as a backup. Action each turn. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to one action take Hope's dagger out, and second action throw it.
Okay.
I think that's our best bet.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it's free action to pick up her dagger. You said it was on her belt, right?
Is that true, Hope?
Is that true? Hope?
Yeah, it would have been equipped there.
All right, so it's hanging from her belt. So I'll allow the one free action to be taking up the dagger.
Okay.
It's a +2, so I think you have +2 to attack and damage.
Hang on. I need to decide if I have a +2 to dex, so this attack would kind of suck.
Well, reverse
Anyway.
gravity is also, I think it's concentration. So if any damage hits that wizard, it could end the effect.
10 feet.
He won't get the plus. Does this require attunement? He won't get the +2 if he's not attuned to it, by the way.
Oh, that's a good question. I honestly have no idea.
It's a magic item, so no, it doesn't require attunement. I don't see that written here. Okay, you're good. Never mind. We're in the tank on this one.
Yeah, you know it's tricky when Kyle's quiet. Doesn't have an immediate Burrell attack ready to.
I just suck at throwing things so bad.
Well, you can
Not even
throw your
with
own
strength?
body. Everyone has featherfall, so if you let go of them now, they won't fall to their deaths.
Wait a minute. Is dispelling Featherfall a free action?
Dispelling it?
It's not concentration, so it's in effect until the time runs out or until we touch the ground.
Oh, it isn't concentration. Oh,
that's
it
why you
isn't
can have
indeed.
multiple casts. That makes sense.
Well, I thought it was. That's why I let go of the. But can't you cancel the effect at any time if you choose? Like, isn't that?
No, not concentration. The effect hits and it is there until you touch the ground, and then it automatically dissipates.
That makes sense. So we've got to retcon some of this because I canceled Featherfall.
Oh, you're right to speed up the fallers.
I thought I was being clever, but it's not a concentration spell. So that puts you all back. We're just going to rough justice this within the same plane of combat, and that changes everything now. So we'll just say they floated up, and then you floated up as well at the same pace. But they got ahead of you, but you quickly caught up, and now you're floating now all along the same tier at 90 feet.
Okay.
New plans. You haven't burned any action, so you're still good, Varel. And now you can make melee attacks to the Minotaur. Thanks, John, for clarifying that.
Okay, the Minotaur.
Well, it's a weird one, and you wouldn't expect it to work the way it does, but
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's why I thought, oh, here's a clever move. I'll cancel it and get away from you guys. But I'm like, it isn't. That means it just happens unless it's dispelled, and no one's going to dispel that. So you're all in the same tier now. You're still away from him, but you could float up in his direction, Varel, if you wanted to feather fall in the opposite direction towards the moon.
Yes, I would be willingly leaving the Minotaur's range,
Okay, so that will be an opportunity attack.
which is fine by me, but would Hope or Nash receive the attack.
They're still holding on to you for now. And no, you would get the opportunity attack. You can't attack
Okay.
everybody.
Cool. So I wouldn't like body shield Hope in front of it accidentally and have her be hit.
Unless you wanted to. You could say
No, that's not. Yeah, I would take it.
Okay. It's a miss.
Sweet. All right, and I spin my way over to the wizard, and I give him the Fang Inferno special.
The Fang Inferno special. Okay.
And with my giant flaming blade, I would like to attempt to cut the paper as well as him. But all attacks are going paper him.
Okay.
paper him.
All right, recklessly attacking the scroll and him behind it. Got a 27 for the first attack.
It's a hit.
Looking at 12 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
9 points of fire.
Okay. 12 points of slash damage, 9 points of fire. Perfect. It's a hit.
Next attack, a 23.
Also a hit.
7, 11, 14 points of slashing,
Mm-hmm.
2 points of fire.
Okay, that's 16. Okay, so 2 points of fire. All right, perfect.
All right, and Hope and Nash are both holding on to me via their own free will, yes?
Yes, that's
yes.
right.
Oh yeah.
All right, and did I succeed in hitting the paper?
So you didn't call shot on that. That would be like a skill check versus hitting. So, but I will grant you that the paper through these attacks gets dropped. So you hit him once, and he goes ah, and his hood falls back. And Hope, you recognize the face as he grunts. It's a tiefling under the hood, and as he grunts, you see his teeth show, and there's these little gold teeth, and there's skulls on each one. and you recognize him immediately as Spetulo from Daddy Longlegs, that tiefling that you asked for help. It's him.
Badass.
Oh boy.
And,
Daddy Longleg, wasn't he the one seducing us to come inside in the street?
Nope. Hope broke off from the group while you guys in there, and she talked to a tiefling about finding Tobacho Fleur.
Well, you guys were having fun with those women.
That's right.
Oh.
She
Were
spoke
we
to a
headphones
tiefling.
off for this? Because this does not sound familiar at all to me.
Oh, right.
Well, I
yeah.
mean, you wouldn't recognize him. It doesn't matter. Like, if you
Okay.
remember, great. If you don't remember it, that's fine.
All right.
The only person that interacted with this character was Hope at Daddy Longlegs, and it's him. And you remember he said that he was in trouble with Tobacho Fleur. Remember?
Yes.
Perfect. So,
Oh yeah, and then I remember how Tabacho reacted when his name was dropped too.
yeah. So all of a sudden, here he is. I don't know what that means. Maybe you do. Why would he be here? But he's here. Okay, so that's him. He reveals his hood. You see it's Spetulo. And,
Hasted action.
okay, so you get another attack, right?
Yes, I would like to grapple him by shoving my fingers in his mouth.
Okay.
So I want to, hold his
It's a
face, but
strength
my
roll, I
yeah,
assume.
my thumbs are getting in the mouth to mess up his tongue with my sharp little nails, because he's gonna say magic words.
Mhm.
So a grapple attack to the mouth with a 20. Hold. 23.
Okay. You grapple him by the mouth. So you don't want him casting spells. That's the idea.
Right.
Did he have to do concentration checks on the damage Varel gave him?
Well, we were getting to that. We're still
Oh,
doing
okay.
Yeah, it's a good point. So the result is a success, but we have to do the checks that Stanley mentioned, okay? So here we go. First one. Well, how much damage? No, I know how much. It was in the 20s. Okay. Okay, it's a failure. The reverse gravity is no longer a concentration deal, and you're now no longer falling up. You're now falling slowly down to the ground during this combat.
Oh, this is goofy. This is great. I love it.
Sorry,
what
I'm
a
just trying to
mess.
pick this square here. Okay, the square's gone. Okay, perfect. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That is everything I wish to
Alright.
do.
You have Spetulo grappled. And that brings us... Where am I on this turn list? Oh, these guys. Okay. So these guys begin flying in. And they assault. So they're going to fly in. They all move in a surrounding position.
Oh, they're all after the Minotaur.
Okay, and...
He's got the box.
He
Makes
does
sense.
have the box.
Okay, so... Hang on, there's 5, so it's gonna be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The whole squadron mirror images.
Oh,
And there are now 15 creatures surrounding all around you.
what the frick?
And that uses their turn, so they can't attack this turn, but you're now surrounded by 15 demons flying as you float down to the ground below. It's Elentris's turn. She's unconscious, so she makes a death saving throw. She's saved once, by the way, Stanley. I just didn't mention it, and that's a fail. So she has 1 save and 1 fail.
Oh boy, your bed lady friend, dude.
Your bed lady.
Why did the word bed have to be in that
I don't
sentence?
know, because you guys were doing it.
The catapults fire upon the roof. Hope, it is your turn. Now we are at 9:18, so we're at time, but we can keep going if you guys want.
If you had to
We'll
guess,
go it a little longer. I feel like every time this goes a week, the whole episode becomes fighting again.
Nothing that's happened here wasn't planned from the onset, so except for the moon and all that crazy Nash biz, that was crazy.
you
But
can blame me for that.
This stuff is not unplanned.
Do you think this
Okay.
is all possible to beat in the next 10 minutes? I mean, this fight will end by then? Probably not.
I mean, at least maybe you'll die and we'll know, and then we can move on to a new campaign. Worst case scenario. So that brings us to Hope. It is your turn. There are 15 demons surrounding you and Spatulo and the Minotaur, and everything else is happening, and everyone's feather falling to the ground.
This is probably the best fight Hope's ever been in. She'll never admit it, but she's having a good time. Okay. Could she... How close is the broom? Is it... The question is going to be, is it close enough that she could call it over, mount it, and take off?
I mean, it is 10, 20, 30... It would cost you 40 feet of its 50 feet of movement to bring it to you, but then you'd be able to get on top of it and fly another 10 feet, let's say.
Okay.
Or you don't have to ride it. You could just grab onto it and pull. But you still only have 10 feet, movement left after that.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. And the Minotaur, is there. And the Minotaur still has the box.
The Minotaur still has the box.
Okay. Well, that's what Hope's gonna do. She's gonna summon the broom. She's gonna get on it real fast. And then she's going to take off 10 feet toward the Minotaur. And she's gonna yell back to Varel, grab that guy and bring him with.
You're going to yell back to who, sorry?
To Varel, to tell him to
Okay.
take the tiefling.
So it's just you getting on the broom?
Yeah.
So you want to move here with the broom? Is that right? I have that right?
I'll be back a little further just so there's no opportunity attack when I come in for my next turn.
Sorry, when you say back a little further...
Basically, I don't want to be next to the Minotaur. I want to have a little distance so that I have some space to maneuver without having to worry about disengaging.
Okay, so are you disengaging this turn? Because there are, these demons will be able to swing out at you, potentially.
Oh, shit, you're right. Okay, no, yeah, in that case, I won't move. Hope will not move on the broom. She'll get on it, and she'll be ready to go.
But you haven't used an action, so if you wanted to disengage and get on the broom, you could kind of.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get very far, so maybe it's not much point. I don't know. Unless you have a
Yeah.
special move, or you can rely on a magic user to help.
That's the thing, right there. So many of them. She'll get on the broom and she'll get ready to go, but that'll be it.
Okay, so you get on top of the broom, you jump off Pharrell. There's no opportunity attacks happening moving there. You're safe. Okay, perfect. Stanley, you're up.
Okay, so if I do anything other than disengage from my action, I get hit, is what you're saying.
Pretty much. But you should, if there's a way of getting out of this scenario for you and your teammates, it would be a good time. It's going to be...
I mean, I got nothing. I got 2 level 2 spell slots left. So there's
Do you have
no...
any scrolls in your pack?
Nope, not a 1.
Okay.
There are 0 options, so I use my action to disengage so I don't get hit as I fall.
Yep. And there's also dodge action to increase your AC potentially. Because disengage will only prevent you from when you move doing that. Like if you have a mantle of inspiration, it'd be a great time potentially
I'm
for
out
it.
of those too, so
Okay.
that's not gonna happen either.
Do you have any crowd control?
I have nothing. I can cast basically nothing. Let's assume nothing. So I will bonus action heal. Do healing word to Elantris. Maybe she can do something. I don't know.
Yeah, if you heal her,
But-
you'll bring her back to life.
We'll get her up because maybe she can do something that I can't. So at second level, healing word. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 HP restored to her.
Okay, perfect. I've put so many colored dots on her. Oh, no. Okay, she's back up. So you heal her and she opens her eyes and is falling in midair. She's like, oh no, it's not over.
My only hope is that they're more interested in the chest guy than me, so I'll use my action to disengage and keep falling, and that's it.
Okay, perfect. All right, it is now the dudes' turns. Okay. So the Minotaur falls a little closer with the chest and reaches out, Stanley, to grab your shoulder. And at the same time as he does this, Spatula yells out, "Everyone grab onto each other!"
Wait, he's got fingers. Fingers in his mouth.
Okay, he's got, "Everyone grab onto each other!" Okay, and hope... shit. Alright, where is... I need to look something up. So, this might be where we leave the cliffhanger.
Literally.
subtle look up when you read out loud, Bo.
Yeah, sorry. All right, so he wants to cast. He wants to cast the spell. He's and the Minotaur immediately moves closer and touches Stanley. The hands are in the mouth. Varel, you keep the hands in the mouth.
Hands in the mouth.
All right, so he's frustrated and he can try and break this grapple. So he'll have to use his action to try and break the grapple. Ready?
Ready. 26.
Okay,
Oh,
nope.
nice.
Not able to break the grapple, unable to cast the spell. That's his action. Yeah, I mean, the Minotaur is going to take his swords, look around at the demons, and make attacks towards them, okay? All right, so now that one is targeted, I need to do a... How's your image work again? Okay, that's how it works. Okay, so he swings out and attacks once, and whoosh, a duplicate vanishes. Makes another attack with one of his swords. This is a miss. Makes a third attack. That's a potentially a hit. Okay, and he's found a real one. So we're gonna mark him as being a real boy. And he does his damage to him.
He's a real boy.
It's 20 points of damage to one of the demons. That's a real one. And finally, one more attack roll to find other ones. That's a miss. Okay. Nash, it is now your turn.
Well, all right then.
Hope Nash has some magic that I don't.
I mean, in this context, not really.
The end is nigh. All you can see, you can barely see the sky above or around you. All you see are giant demons, winged demons with green skin, giant axes, bearing down from every single direction. The end is approaching.
So here's my...
Whoa, wait. Okay.
I need
sorry.
I need some tabletop confirmation from our illustrious dungeon master. Are you ready for this question?
Okay.
So
you're allowed to ask questions. It's not tabletop.
we established earlier that a teleportation circle takes time to create, right?
Yes.
So there is no value in me trying to do anything with teleportation circle.
I mean, you have to look at the cast time. What's the cast time?
Because I want to do a Doctor Strange business up here, and I don't think I'm able to. But the cast time is this.
God, I think you literally have a solution.
Well, maybe. I just don't. I have to create it though. So we know
No,
where the
not
endpoint.
with teleportation circle though.
Well, wait.
Yeah, teleportation circle takes a minute. There's a casting time of basically 10 turns.
Yeah.
So on my turn, I would have fallen lower because I disengaged and technically fell for that round.
Okay.
So I'm lower than where Nash would be, right, Bo?
You're all on the same tier right now. You'll be lowering all. The descent will happen all together.
Okay.
The other problem is
Maybe.
it's a permanent circle. Even if I could do it in enough time before we hit the ground.
I'll just save you some time. It won't work.
Okay.
It needs a minute, and you actually have to draw a circle on the ground, and you're
Right.
nowhere near the ground.
Right. It takes the chalk and the business and all that, and I
this
have
is
the
more of a
stuff.
You
ritual
but-
type
totally
spell.
do have a solution, Scott.
How?
You can grab Hope. You can cast Thunderstep and teleport to the ground. It will deal damage to Varel, but he can probably take it. It will deal damage possibly to Elantris, although she's technically in my arm, so I think she would be safe.
Well, here's the other problem that I haven't mentioned. Teleportation Circle is a 5th level spell, and I currently have no slots available.
No, Thunderstep.
Oh, I know. But what's Thunderstep going to do for us, though? Just get us there without the
It puts you
can
from
teleport.
being in range of demons to not being range of demons anymore.
You can teleport up to what is it?
You can literally get
teleport
Hope
anywhere.
out and yourself out of this situation.
You teleport yourself to an unoccupied space you can see within range. The range is 90 feet, so you can teleport up to 90 feet away without provoking opportunity attacks.
So you could teleport to the front door with Hope.
with
And you're allowed to bring one person with you.
just one.
Yeah.
Well, where do you?
Wait, aren't
Like
you sitting on a
it's-
bunch of scrolls?
Yeah. That's the other
They're-
thing. But they're just
they're
the scrolls are
reverse
reverse
gravity
gravity,
scrolls.
so we just send us back up again.
Do it again.
So, so you
Listen,
Thunderstep,
listen.
Scott.
Hit so many. You'll keep doing it until we draw the picture on the wall.
Oh, hang on. I have something to tell you guys that's important. These two teams, the Rambunctious Bunch and the Airship team, are under the effects of Featherfall. The green demons are not under the effects of Featherfall. So if you reverse gravity, they will move away from you at a speed of about 60 feet per second. If I'm not, or 60 feet for round.
So they will not be caught. They won't. The effect of reversing the gravity won't affect them. Is that what you're saying?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
That's right. They don't
Yeah.
have Featherfall, so it'll put force distance between you. Mind you, they have flying. Oh, they have flying.
Yeah.
So it'll only work on the one turn that you reverse gravity. Then they'll fly in the right direction, if that makes sense.
Okay. Well, those 8 scrolls will just be repeating that over and over.
But you'll also be floating into them because you'll be subject to the same reversal of gravity. So not the best solution.
If you did Thunderstep, Scott,
Yeah.
you would hit this demon, 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 you'd hit the mage, you'd hit this demon, you'd hit this demon, you would also hit Varel.
Yeah, but he's like, Vera, what are your hit points at the moment? Is that okay for me to ask, Bo?
Sure, we'll do it. You're facing death here. We'll
You'll allow it?
chat. You'll be able to see. He's
Ver-
about a little less than half.
Okay, I think he'd be okay then.
He's in good shape.
Plus, I can do Careful Spell on him a little, can I, for this? I think I can still use Careful
Sure.
Spell for Thunderstep.
Mhm.
All right, so, you know what? John's right. I don't know what else to do. I don't have anything else. And I do have a...
Cast it at the lower level, so it does less damage soon as you're gonna hit friendlies.
Right, but isn't that... that's a good point. Hold on. Well, the lowest level I can do it is 3rd. And is that change distance at all? No, it's still 90 feet. Okay. All right. I'll do it.
Get 2 of us out of there, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
At the very least.
John, John is right, aka Stanley. I'm doing it. So me and Thunder,
The return of the clutch Thunderstep. Is
yeah,
that what's
that's what's happening. I haven't used it in like what, a year and a half. Let's use it now.
Okay.
So I need to. Gosh, what do I need to
Well,
do?
it's Thunderwave we were thinking of actually. It's not the
Yeah.
return.
Yeah, but I
Thunder-
haven't run this in so
Still.
long for any reason. Okay, bring along objects. Their weight doesn't exceed what you
Each
can carry.
creature within 10 feet. Okay, I see.
She's definitely something I can carry because she weighs less than I do. Creature, I guess she does. Actually, I don't know. Does she weigh less than I do?
You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
All right. Appear and otherwise creatures left behind. Okay. All right, let's do it. I'm doing it at level or 3rd level.
All right, so
Are
that
you
means
gonna do careful spell for Varel?
Correct.
burn a sorcery point.
Yep. I'm trying to find. I forget where those are in here. Hold on.
What does the save do, John? It's half damage.
Where are my sorcery
Yeah,
points?
it's half damage. Okay.
I can't find my sorcery points. All right. Well, I'll burn 2 anyway and write it on a note, and then I'll go fix it when I can find the damn option in here.
All right, roll those 3d10 thunder damages.
Okay, here they come.
Just one roll. Let's go.
3d10.
Oh, you can cast it at a higher spell level if you have the slots for it.
We'll just do it at
I
third.
mean, yeah, it's up to you.
Because it's more of a distance thing, and I want to hurt Varel less, and I'd like to have the 4th level slots open if we need it
All
for
right,
something
3d10
else.
then.
All right, so 3d10. You ready for this? Oh, I don't need a
Mm-hmm.
modifier on that. Okay, here we go. 14 total. 7, 3, and 4.
Okay, so let me see first of all. What's going on here? Okay, so that's a fraud.
That's a fraud?
Yeah, mirror image. It's not
Oh.
real.
Okay.
Yeah, we're clearing out a lot of the mirror images with this, maybe, or possibly hitting Varel.
Oh, a fraud.
It's a mirror image. Fraud, yeah.
The word wasn't working in my head. He's like, oh, okay, that's a fraud. And I'm like, what's a fraud?
Okay.
It's like a frog mixed with a...
Also not real.
That just wasn't working.
It's also not real. So, not real. Wow, I just rolled 3 20s, but it doesn't really matter for these rolls.
Good.
All right, so you eliminate all the mirror images around you.
Oh, look at that big
within
pipe.
10 feet.
Nice.
All right, so that means...
It's the other reason to do it at 3rd and not 4th level, because they were all
Okay,
fake.
so
anyway.
now you hit the minute. You don't hit the Minotaur, but you hit Spatulo for the full 15 points of damage.
Okay.
So,
It makes this sound, by the way.
Varel takes half damage.
That's the sound it makes.
And Stanley, you're within the 10 feet, I think.
No, I'm not. Elantris, her icon is, but she's in my arms, so she's technically 15 feet away with me.
Oh, interesting. Because I think 2 squares means 10. I don't know why.
Yeah, from Nash, it's 15 to Stanley.
So I have you as 10 feet away. You're on the same square as her.
I show... Oh, it shows me because the Minotaur touched me. I show me under the upper right corner of the Minotaur.
Oh, we're desynced then because I don't have you there. I have you 10 feet.
Well, I mean, if I have to roll a save, I have to roll a save.
Please roll a saving throw. And you
Alright.
healed the lady, right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, what's the save? Is he?
You automatically win your save.
Yeah.
Well, so Nash didn't know that I was going to be in it. Can't he pick multiple targets to protect?
Yeah, I can burn another 2, but I would have had to have done it before I cast it, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you probably would have done that if you realized we were in it, right?
Yeah, I would have
Or
done
would
it.
you
Yeah.
not have?
Yeah, I would have done it.
Okay.
So they automatically save. Okay, so you each take 7 points of damage. So you, Stanley, you take 7. Was it 7? It's 15, right? So it would be 7. Round it down. She takes 7 points of damage and is still alive with 1 HP remaining.
I got 7 HP remaining.
Okay, and Forel, you take 7 points of thunder damage as well.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And that clears off some of the surrounding dudes. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? And so, Nash, you've teleported with Hope
Yeah.
to the ground floor. Okay,
Mhm.
so you are now on the ground floor.
Right.
And so now you're down with all the paladins down there. You see them fighting off the hordes.
Right.
So you're now down there in front of the door.
Right.
Okay, perfect. I will mark that here. That leaves us with... okay, this guy here is now going to cast Firestorm in your general area.
Who's you?
Okay,
Me?
so the general, this guy a little bit north atop the flaming horse,
Yeah.
he's going to cast Firestorm upon you. Okay. A storm made up of sheets of roaring flame appears in a location you choose within range. Here, the storm consists of up to 10 10-foot cubes, and you can arrange them as you wish. So you are all basically in the area without taking too much time to do that. It's 7d10 damage I'll be rolling, and then there's a dex save for half damage.
I think it's gonna matter. I'll just mark myself unconscious.
8, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right, so it's 30 points of damage. If you save on your dex, it's half. Yeah, so the Knight
Doesn't
Commander...
matter. I'm
The
dead.
Knight Commander's back
Or
down.
unconscious.
Unconscious.
So's
Yep.
John.
You're unconscious as well, Stanley.
Yep.
Okay, Hope, you're down on the ground. You're not unaffected by it. Varel, that's 30
18.
points of fire damage. So 18.
Yeah, 18 on the save.
Yep, so half, 15 fire, plus whatever resistances you have.
Sweet.
I gotta roll saves for the two bad guys. There's one save, so that's 15 on him. That mage is looking in bad shape as his robes get set afire.
That's a shame. It's really too bad.
This one is for the same. Okay, so 80. Okay, perfect. Okay, so everyone, so a large column of flame just shoots out of the sky. It just rains down on this one concentrated area in front of the tower, and below the paladins start yelling, "Retreat! Get back in the White Tower now!" And they start moving towards the door, getting everyone in. Okay, where does this put us to? Varel, it is your turn. You take 5 points of bleeding damage.
We got
All right.
got a
And
bleeder.
you have your hands down the throat of this this mage.
Yeah. And it's only so Stanley and his lovely bride are floating with me, but unconscious.
Yeah, they're both unconscious, floating down romantically, kind of.
All right.
For a bunch of charred, dead bodies, yeah.
And
And you're slowly descending along the side of the tower, so you're now about halfway down the tower.
right.
These creatures above that are above on the tower can't really follow behind, so they're not. They have to fly down to get to you.
Hmm. How's the Minotaur doing?
Minotaur's in rough shape too, as he's turning around and swinging at all the different demons. He's not paying much attention to you at all, but
And he's got
everyone's near death.
he's got the box.
He does that. Well, he's not. He's like the box is floating near him, but he's let go of it. He's fighting for his life now.
He's like over the box.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's floating near him. It's floating down along with everything else, but he's not. He doesn't have it in his possession.
You said an action point to get into someone's stuff.
An action point.
Action.
So-
Pardon, not a point, but yes, a action to dig through someone's stuff for an item.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. Hell yeah. Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Still hasted. Still hasted.
You're still hasted.
Go to Stanley. Get the key. Go to the box. Second action. Open the box.
Okay. I don't know that you have it. You have to move past the Minotaur as he swings, right? So
you said he let go of the box.
You get no, but his body's just in. The box is on the other side of his body. There's a wall to the north. I'm just trying to figure out how you have to push your way through him. You see what I'm saying? Although we are falling, so I'm going to ease up on that. If it was a normal battlefield, you can't walk through people, right? So there's it's closed off by walls and bodies.
Yeah.
But we are floating, so you can sort of just put a foot on someone's shoulder and leapfrog over them. So I'm going to allow it because of the crazy nature of the magic happening here. Okay.
Okay. So what I'm
you
gonna
pick up. Yeah.
what I got the guy's my hands in his mouth. I'm gonna
Yeah.
curl up my legs and push off him, sending him flying, and use that momentum to fly over to Stanley, where I will hug him, dig through his bag, spin over to the box, and open it.
Okay, we've got 3 actions, but this you can just. Okay, so you're just going to release the grapple. That's free,
Okay.
right? You just release the grapple. Now you're going to, flavor-wise, you're going to kick off him. If you want to kick him and actually move him around, that's going to cost you an action.
Yeah,
It's just
no.
a flavor thing,
Yeah.
and it doesn't cost you an action. You move over to Stanley's corpse, dig through his body, grab the medallion.
Yep. Action
All
number
right.
1.
and then you continue as you're falling. You swim through the Minotaur's body as he swings out towards the demons, ignoring him fighting, and he's fighting for his life with his swords on all the demons. You swing through to the other side.
And I have double hasted movement. You know, I'm Fry with the coffee here. Like, you know.
Yeah, you're all So you're actually just probably even jumping off of all your teammates. You know, just like boom, boom, boom. You jump hasted onto the other side of him. You can now. It doesn't take an action to collect the chest. You kind of just reach your hand out, and it sort of knows that it's in your possession, floats near you. So you jump to the other side. You've got the chest in front of you, demons on all sides, and the Minotaur on the right. What's the second action?
Open the box.
Okay. So you take the medallion and press it up against the box, and the box begins to light up. These shafts of light, because the box itself is made of like this ivory, this impossible substance to be floating. And as you bring the medallion close and set it into this part of the box that appears to be like an indenture where you can fit the medallion in. You fit the medallion in, and you don't really have to do much effort. As soon as you bring it close, you feel like this magnetic pull, and it just lets go from your hand and snaps together. Ching! And then these shafts of light begin appearing, and it opens up into this impossible looking presentation where the flaps go out to the side, and then the fist laying there on top of the slab just sort of moves up and offers itself to you as it opens itself up there. So the fist is in open air, but those are your two actions. And we gave you do have a free action to pick something up, I think.
Any of the hasted action, yeah.
Pick up that, put it on.
Well, he's done two actions. So one was to retrieve your medallion, the other one was to open the chest. So he's at two actions. Okay, but he has a free action to interact with something requiring one hand touch. So he can pick up. He can't don the glove, but he can pick up the glove. So
wait. So he can't like punch through the air into the glove?
Wow.
Okay, so you want to try and punch through the air with a glove? You don't have any actions remaining still.
Pick it up from the inside.
Right. Like, you know, like.
Very carefully. Free action.
You go to pick it up on the inside, and you see inside the glove, there's a cut off hand inside.
Whoa.
All right, well, that hand's got to move. All right. Okay. No, I get you. All right, cool. Well, I'm cradling this box, and this hand and fist is in my possession.
Okay. So do you take the hand inside the fist out, or do you just take the fist?
Well, I'm just taking the whole fist, right? Because I can't take out the hand and equip it.
So you grab the fist, and as soon as you grab the fist, these whispers into your mind. You start to hear headphones off, except for Hope, please.
Shit.
Oh my gosh.
What?
And you immediately, so around you, your concentration sort of becomes sharpened, and your awareness of everything becomes a bit dulled as your focus is on Varel floating up above, having taken out the fist. And you hear a voice in your head saying, "Yes, now is the time that we meet. Come get me." All right, now we'll have everyone come back.
Oh,
everyone
shit!
Back. Everyone back.
Okay.
Everyone back.
We're back. That was quick. Sorry.
All right. And Hope stands still, staring towards Varel and the hand. I think we just leave it there for this week. I'm pretty sure this combat will be probably likely over. Maybe not. I don't know. But that's where we got to leave it. We're 40 over time, and
okay.
The fist has now been released. So
wow,
that's a good place to end it. And Varel, you have the fist in your hand, and it's whispering to you these dark nothings as it enters your mind and begins attempting to corrupt your soul.
Scary.
That's the end of it this week.
Wow. All right. Well, there you have it, you guys. That's intense stuff right there. If you were wondering how that's going to end, well, you'll just have to come back next week and find out what happens next Is Stanley really dead? Did Nash even notice any of this? I mean, what's her name? Hearing a voice.
How's Walnut doing?
Yeah, how's Walnut? Where's
What's
Walnut?
Walnut up to? Yeah.
Yeah, find out next week on another riveting edition of There Will Be Dungeons. Speaking of which, I mentioned earlier, if you're trying to save a little money on getting your tea over at phoenixpearltea.com, use the code TWBD100. That's to celebrate 100 plus episodes of the show, and you can get some rad teas based on cool stuff in our campaign. That's at phoenixpearltea.com/TWBD. Speaking of ways to support the show, don't forget you can be our biggest supporters and head on over to therewillbedungeons.com, become a Dungeons Plus member, and get lots of rad bonus content that you wouldn't be able to get any other way by becoming a member. That's at therewillbedungeons.com. And that's where you can find out how to contact us and all that other stuff as well. Follow us on Twitter at ThereBeDungeons. It's a great way to find out when the show goes live. We don't probably mention that enough, so I'm mentioning it again now. So check it out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. For me, for Hope, for Bo. I'm using everyone's fake names and real names. Sorry. Bo, Kristen, Kyle, me, John, and Bo. I already said Bo twice, 3 times now. We'll see you next time.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
Well done.
Holy moly.